this is your Queen Mommy. Welcome to Queen Mommy with Queen Mommy Fun Talks. Today, our guest is Aruna Patki. She is a doctor of Ayurvedic medicine from 2 decades of practical and clinical experience who is specialized in Ayurvedic consultation. Let's welcome the founder of Ayurvedic Healing Spa. Welcome Aruna ji, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so well. How about you?
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure being today with Queen Mommy. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm excited. I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to share my few of the secrets of Ayurveda and yoga in today's section with all of you viewers and specifically you too.
Thank you so much. We are all excited and we have a lot to talk today. And I would like to begin with explain what is the Ayurveda, because a lot of people who are watching this video might be not known properly what you guys treat, what you do exactly. Can you please explain me a little bit?
Yes. So Ayurveda is an ancient medical system. It is an ancient medical system from India, from the area where we call it as Hindu Kush or Hindu area. It is developed thousands of years before in the Himalayas and the area of Bharat, which is what we know India at the present moment. Ayurveda is a holistic science. Ayurveda is a science of our life. Ayurveda is a science. The word itself defines the meaning of it. Okay? Ayurveda is made up of 2 words. Ayur, Veda. Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge. So it is a science. It's a science which is giving us an idea about our life. The whole process of going through the life of this physical body, from the first breath to the last breath. So it's a science of life is the simple definition of Ayurveda. It's developed thousands and thousands of years before. Until now, with no interruption or no stop, this science, which is developed thousands of years before, is still working.
Amazing.
Working.
It's very interesting. It's thousands of years, as you said. It's very interesting. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is the ancient system from the Bharat, from India, and during the COVID time, the whole world came across with this science as one of the preventative approach, or taking care during the COVID in the acute as well as a little bit beginning of the disease, or this pandemic, right? So this is a science which is working from last 10,000 years, which we are practicing on the day-to-day basis. Only science in the whole globe, I feel, and I'm very proud to be as an Ayurvedic doctor to tell you or share with you that this is the only science which has given the importance to mana, mind, and soul, and physical body. So
my next question was I about to ask why you picked the Ayurvedic only, not other therapy. Now it shows in your words how much you are proud of this Ayurveda and how you want to carry it and serve a lot of people. So I got answer for that question too. Thank you so much. So you are being a Ayurvedic doctor and practicing it. And how come you became a motivational speaker and a traveler? How that fits in here?
So, Shri, what happened is like my journey began like 20 years back. Okay. Like I'm from the medical side and my husband is from the IT side. We, after the marriage, the journey started like, when we came to the States. Okay. I was practicing Ayurveda so happily in India. I'm from Pune. But the passion and carrying it in my practice was so confirmed with me when I came to the different parts of the United States and I started traveling. I started practicing through the areas wherever I was settling with my husband. And then when I came across with thousands and thousands of my clients in the USA, I learned a lot from these clients. I learned a lot from my clients, like, when I'm working, when I'm offering my detox, my cleansing, my rejuvenation programs, when I'm working with them, when I'm doing my energy work with them, when I'm helping them for their diseases through the yoga, through the Ayurveda, through the diet, through the lifestyle, through the Ayurvedic teas and spices and vegetables, which we use as a herb also. It was a challenge for me to connect with my clients at a ground level, because in our culture here and maybe in the West, it's very hard for us to cook some of the things on the day-to-day basis. So cooking, helping, self-care, self-cooking, cooking for self, cooking for family, cooking for health, cooking food as a medicine. These concepts were totally lost in our culture. Because of that, I see a lot of sufferings, lots of discomfort, or lots of creating the disorders in the body because of the lack of communication of food to the physical body, and which over the period of time is going to result a nourishing factor to the mind. Food is the door of your health. It is food carries the intelligence. Through the food, you are offering a lot of intelligence to the physical body. But food is the source of energy for this physical body, because this physical body is made up of different doshas, different dhatus, and different malas in the body. And what happens in the physical body, certain things gets used, certain things gets destroyed at the same time. And it is all happening inside us. That's called it as the dharanata dhatavaha. That means this body is made up of these dosha, dhatu, malas. Okay, dosha means vata, pitta, kapha. Dhatu means rasa, rakta, maunsa, meda, asthi, majja, shukra. That means in the Western term, you can correlate this with the plasma tissue, with the blood tissue, with the muscle tissue, with the fat tissue, with the nervine tissue, and reproductive tissue, bone tissue. So you can correlate a little bit close to the 7 tissues in the body, and then the 3 malas, which is like mala, mutra, purush. That is what the body is also important to have these concept properly in the body. Mala, mutra, purushaha. Mala means your stool, mutra means your urine, and purushaha means malamutra svedaha. Sved means your sweat. So our body is formed of these dosha, 3 doshas, which is made up of out of the 5 elements. Saptadhatu, which means this is like rasa, rakta, maunsa, meda, asthi, majja, shukra, means they are correlated with certain channels in the body. And then 3 malas, which means malamutra purusha. So your body every day need a food to nourish and happen the bodily functions, the physiology in the body properly on the day-to-day basis. For that, something is going to get used, and what is that energy is going to get used, which is going to come from the food. So food is the base in Ayurveda to nourish all these things in the body, because to survive this physical body, you need a food which is going to come from outside. Okay, and that food supposed to be clean, healthy, nourishing, healing on the physical level, nourishing on the mental level, and that food is going to be a medicinal food, or that food is a medicine in Ayurveda, because in Ayurveda has given importance to the 3 basic pillars of life. And out of these 3 basic pillars of our life, they have given the first importance to the Ahara concept. Ahara means Ayurvedic nutrition.
So is this the one inspired you to do the cooking and teach the people? I mean, what was that inspiration I wanted to ask? So how that thought you got?
That inspiration came to me because when I see my clients suffering with chronic conditions, when I see my clients suffering with autoimmune disorders, when I see my clients suffering with cancer, the degenerative diseases, the major diseases like lupus and arthritis and autoimmune diseases, when I see acidity, gastroesophageal reflux disease, so different diseases, stones, kidney stones, the acne. When I see all these variations of chronic conditions in my practice, ladies suffering with PCOD, hormonal issues, hormonal challenges, ladies suffering with too much weight in the body, ladies suffering with back pain, all these conditions, when I see, and specifically when I see that if they do this kind of food to themselves, if they follow this certain kind of the recipes, if they do some changes in their diet through the Ayurvedic pharma, Ayurvedic herbs, Ayurvedic combinations, then they can manage their simple diseases very well. Very well. Because as an Ayurvedic doctor, I have a responsibility, okay? I have a responsibility to guide my client, the diet part of it, which is in the modern science, we all know is like a nutrition, or dietetics is the term what we use in the current time, right? I have a responsibility to guide them the lifestyle changes, okay? Well, nowadays you will see in our community we have lifestyle coach, right? Diet coach,
yes,
right? As an Ayurvedic doctor, I have a responsibility to guide them the daily routines, which is called it as a Rasayan Chikitsa in Ayurveda, or this is called it as a lifestyle management in Ayurveda. Okay, Dinacharya. Dina means your day-to-day activities. Ratri Charya means our evening routines. Okay, Rutu Charya means our seasonal routines. So see, as an Ayurvedic doctor, I have responsibility to guide my client about their diet, guide them about their lifestyle changes, guide them about their sleep related behavior, the lifestyle modifications. And then I have a responsibility to offer them different herbs, different good combinations which can help the compatibility in the food, rather than they become incompatible to themselves. Certain combinations creates the toxins in the body. So that incompatible concept I need to get rid of, And then I need to guide them what they can do on the daily basis to cleanse through the food as well as their living as well as their behavior. Manasa Chikitsa, Sattva Vijay Chikitsa. So as an Ayurvedic doctor, we have all these responsibilities in one. Because
absolutely,
that's how our...
Absolutely. And you guys are doing really amazing. And when you said that seasonal and Ratricharya and the daytime routines, the way you are teaching, so I just want to ask there one question. All these days, when we see in the previous days, if the mango season, only we used to get mangoes or a jasmines. Nowadays, we are seeing whole year mangoes. So how is it possible? Is it somewhere affecting, or how they are? I mean, cropping going, it's two environmental issues, I feel. But how can we manage those kind of stuff? Like, I mean, like it's not pure we are feeling these days, right? So
Shri, have you observed this in last few years? If you see the presence of our social media, our media, our YouTube channels, our all the internet world, right? Have you seen like what a transition we have in last few years, even in the cooking section? The very nice question you asked, right? Seasonal. Season is very important. As per season, there are certain things in the body shoots up. Okay, for example, now if a person is a pitta person, activities which are aggravating the pitta in the body, which is like a fire, fiercely fire in the body, and he behaves like, and the pitta person eats everything which is like hot and spicy. Okay, and if the pitta person run in the afternoon or go for a jogging in the afternoon with in the bright sun, okay, if the pitta person is going to do all of these and eat hot and spicy and too much of the hot food, then this pitta person is going to definitely go out of the balance. That is called it as a vikruti in Ayurveda. And that can create the hazards, or that can create the disharmony, or that can create the imbalance in that pitta person. So pitta person should not do certain things in certain season. Vata people should not do certain things in Vata season. That's why.
So how will we know this person is a Vata person, this person is a Pitta person? See, I like spice a lot. I would like to eat more spice, but how I will know I'm a Vata or Pitta? I don't know. I might eat and go and it feels like burning. I can understand that. Yeah. How will you?
So in Ayurveda, that's called it as the prakriti of the person. That's what you are asking, what we are sharing here is like every person is a unique person in Ayurveda. Okay?
Identity card, you say?
Yeah, not identity card, fingerprints.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right? Nothing, no one person is my replica. Not even my two kids are not, anything is common in the earth, right? So the 5 elements transforms in the body in the form of doshas, and depending upon the parents' health, the prakriti of the person, the constitution of the person is a gift from our parents. Okay, that means it is formed at the time of the fertilization, and that same qualities carries for the next generation, next progeny. Okay, so in Ayurveda, when we do as Ayurvedic doctor, we have a pulse evaluation. That's called it as a Nadi Vigyan in Ayurveda, dominant. Michael Jackson, for example. Okay, typical Vata.
Oh, okay.
Too much movement.
Oh.
Vata is made up of air and space. These 2 elements comes together in the body and function and does the actions which are called it as a Vata dosha. Simple.
So if you see the person only, you're gonna find out, like scan them and you can say everything. They are Vata, Pitta or anything. So the BAMS program is why I used to heard that is so difficult than the regular MBBS. So I got it now. So you guys with eyes only scanning everything. That's good. Interesting.
It is for that you need to have a very good practice. That's why we had a Guru Shishya Parampara in India. You remember there was a Guru Shishya Parampara. Even if you study, see, everybody graduates from the school, high school, universities, good universities. We travel in the other countries to get the higher education, right? But specifically, if you see this term, Guru Shishya Parampara, in India, we have a training of like when we were training, going through the medical school, every day, 4 to 5 hours, we used to go to our senior, which is our guru, and we used to be just behind him, junior, like just observe the guru, learn from the guru, learn, observe, ask questions, practice on the client, practice on the patient back home in India. But that whole concept was there in India when I was going through the medical school.
So guys, you just heard Dr. Aruna, what type of person you are. You just want to know, just visit her. She's really amazing, and she is doing a Zoom cooking classes too. I'm gonna put all the details in the description box. You can reach out her. She is so sweetheart. I know that. And I know you are growing your own herbs. Tell about that.
Oh my God. So you really follow me by heart.
Yeah, of course.
So cultivating my own herbs and getting my own herbs was the need for me, for my clients. Okay. Every time when I see skin conditions, every time when I see clients suffering with psoriasis, clients suffering with eczema, clients suffering with acne, clients suffering with pain in the abdomen, like menstrual pain, clients suffering with, sinusitis, migraines, headache. Every time I used to feel, oh gosh, if I was in India, I should have this in my hand. Oh God, if I am in India, I should have this herb, I should go here, I will take this. But now I'm here from last 20 years. Come on, I don't have any fresh things around me to give it to my clients. Around my house, I have like at least back and forth is a trail, full of trail, okay? But I don't have anything which I can use it on my clients and heal them, make them comfortable or get rid of their problem, their sufferings, their pain. I don't have that availability. So I started cultivating my own herbs. I started cultivating my own oils. I started cultivating my own preparations. I started doing my own gritas, which is like medicated ghees in Ayurveda. So I started this for my clients' sake, so that I can give them the best and the best in the world, the best therapy, best and
Very
best healing.
Yeah, you're preparing your own oils and the creams. So wow, that's really amazing. Yeah. And tell us about your being an Ayurvedic doctor and a motivational speaker, and how come yoga fit in this?
So that's a very beautiful question. You are amazing, girl. That's a beautiful question. Very, very, that's every person should know this. Okay. The question what you ask is not only for me. This is for all of us. Okay. So in Ayurveda, Ayurveda, like the way I said, Ayurveda and Yoga, they go hand in hand. Okay. They are integrated together in our Vedic practices, in our Vedic healing, in our Ayurvedic healing. Okay. I'm practicing in the States from last 20 years, and I have seen that people are very much into the yoga concept. For example, let me share. I was doing a online healing for a client who is in South Carolina. and she is a mental health therapist. Her husband is a doctor. I was working with her, and like today's topic, the healing session was like about her breathing techniques, because she told me that, Dr. Patki, I practice Bikram yoga, but here I have done her consultation and her 3 sessions, one cooking, private cooking. I have done her teachings already. Last session was like a healing session. But today's session, when we started, it was about the breathing techniques. But she said, Dr. Patki, I do the Bikram yoga. Now, when this client has so much imbalance with a vata and too much cyclone in her body, on the doshic level, which is like she is having a lot of imbalance, anxiety, depression, acidity, can't sleep, can't focus, mental fog, fatigue. These are all the things what she is going through, pain in the body, skin color changes. And on top of it, she is doing Bikram yoga, which means a lot of external heat is used to open up your pores of the body. That's good for certain types of people, certain conditions. But here, she is aggravating and creating a hazard to herself. She is creating a lot of disharmony, lot of imbalance unknowingly, because she doesn't know the logics behind it. This is now another client. She is like the way you asked me last few seconds back, that why you try to teach cooking and why you like to tell people and teach people, why you are so passionate. Another client, she is a energy medicine PhD healer. When I did her cleansing last month, this client used to eat the organs of animals like kidney and brain and all the kinds of organs she used to eat as a part of the meat, fresh meat. With that kind of living over the period of time in 2 years, she's so depleted that when she came in, I think, Dr. Patki, I feel like I'm going to go down. I'm not feeling good. There is something very wrong what I'm doing, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. And she goes to the every week she goes to the Chinese healing, she goes to the Chinese practitioner, chiropractor, she goes everywhere. After 2 years of suffering, she came to see me, and after the first month cleansing, when we had a follow-up last week, she's like, I'm feeling 90% better in 1 month. So no, if you tell your client, okay, what is best for them, through each and every aspect of Ayurveda. This is the requirement of teaching yoga to people, the specific approach of yoga, not the brand yoga. I want people to connect with me, to understand the therapeutic yoga, so that they can balance their mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, social, as well as environmental health.
You are doing the weekend free sessions of yoga also. So
I do many variations of yoga. I am teaching yoga online very recently. Because of COVID, a lot of my clients are unable to come and join. So I'm doing the live yoga sessions on Zoom every Wednesday, and then third Sunday of each month, I started very recently the online community cooking classes of Ayurveda, the art of Ayurvedic nutrition. So very recently, I'm coming up on my online presence, because I am not really into that mentality yet. I like to see my client. I like to feel their pulse. I like to feel their body temperature. I like to feel the client. The energy when you see a client in the presence is totally different than when you connect with them on the electric media.
When people say Ayurvedic is very slow healing, so people will go to Western medicine and Chinese medicine, whatever other medicines, usually Western medicine, I feel, because it gives a quick recovery for any patient. So which one you prefer? Of course, you're an Ayurvedic doctor. So what type we should go for it, which is good for our body?
Yeah, so Ayurveda is a science. Ayurveda is a science. The objectives of Ayurveda is maintain the health of the healthy person. That's called it as a swasthasya swasthya rakshana. That means preserve the health of the healthy person. Aturasya vikara prashamanam cha. That means if somebody is suffering with the disease, then you need to do that part as a disease management. Okay? Cure in India, healing, management, support, counseling here in my practice. Okay? The preventative approach is always, prevention is always better than cure. Do you agree with it?
Absolutely.
So Ayurveda has always praised that objective. Second, disease management. Ayurveda has also mentioned emergency in Ayurveda. There are so many emergency dravyas and gunas dravya we use in Ayurveda that they also work as a emergency healing. Okay, but
so that means not all the therapies is not so slow. There is an emergency if it's you're suffering.
So if you need a nice sudden effect, fast effect, feel good effect, and if you are suffering with 30 years of pain, 20 years of skin problem and all of that, then there is a therapy in Ayurveda called it as a Shodhana Chikitsa. Shodhana Chikitsa means Panchakarma in Ayurveda.
I have a question. What is Panchakarma? We always hear a lot about Panchakarma. I'll come to next for that.
Okay. So, Ayurveda, if you follow Ayurveda and if your Ayurvedic doctor is good, and if that physician has faith in himself and herself, and then the faith on the client, then this works really like an amazing fast acting effect.
We always heard that Ayurvedic is very slow, so people won't prefer. There is no instant. That's what we used to heard. It's good to know.
These are all the myths we have in our community. We need to change our view towards Ayurveda. We need to use towards our healing practices. Sound therapy. What did they do during the COVID time in India? Right? You remember they were doing the
The Modi-ji challenged everyone. Yes, absolutely.
What's the logic behind it? Doesn't it look like oh, what a weird thing we did? There is such a science behind it. There is so deep science behind it. So we do not know our own things. Okay? We do not know our things, what is a gift to the world.
Absolutely.
And during the COVID time, I have observed this. Whole world is using Ayurveda for prevention. The actions, the first one is called it as a Vamana, where we use these projectile vomitings where we cleanse the top part of the body through the vomiting sessions. Okay, there is a specific process to do that, to create that sensation and get rid of the toxins from the upper part of our body. That's called it as a Vamana therapy. Second one is Virechana. Vamana goes on the Kapha imbalances. Okay, so Kapha is the dosha, the third dosha in the body. Second therapy is Virechana. Virechana means purgation, induced purgations. It's kind of a purgation means like, bringing the toxins out of the body through the bowel movement. Kind of similar to the diarrhea, but diarrhea is a disease or disorder. Something like that, but in a specific way. That's called it as a Virechana therapy, which is very good for balancing the Pitta dosha imbalances in the body. The third one is called it as a Basti therapy. Basti means regulated, medicated enemas with oils or ghee or salt or honey, or there are different combinations what we use for the Basti. Basti is used as the first primary line of treatment in Ayurveda for Vata disorders. Vata means our energy of movement in the body. Okay, all the movements, gross movement, subtle movement, every movement in the body comes from the Vata dosha. Vata is air and space. So it's an energy of movement. All the movements in the body is controlled by Vata. So people suffering with anxiety, depression, pain, body pain, joint pain, stiffness, in the body, certain medicated things which can bring the toxins out of the body, the excessive Vata from the body, and get rid of the Vata disharmony in the body. That's where we use that. Nasya is the fourth one to manage all the diseases in this area. And Nasya means Nasa. Nasa hi shirso dwaram. Nasa means nose. Shiraso means head. So to reach the head, you have to do certain therapies in this area. There are marma therapies, there are energy healing, there are Nasya means like oil drops into the nostril. And these oils are made specifically with certain herbs to calm down the migraine, headaches, neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain, frozen shoulders, all these kind of disorders, the ringing in the ear, that's called it as a tinnitus, eye pain, burning pain sensations, all these diseases gets very well healed, balanced with the therapy, called it as the fourth therapy, Nasya. And the fifth one is called it as a Rakta Mokshana, that means bloodletting therapy. Bloodletting. So removing the excessive and bad blood out of the body, for simple language. Okay. So what you do in this therapy in India, we used to use the leeches. We used to use leeches to do the bloodletting. But here I suggest my clients go and do the blood donation after our cleansing work.
Very simple and very useful thing.
Because see, I think is something where you apply the leeches at certain areas on the body, and the leech is like very smart. It will go only on the defected area. It will not go on the good area. So there are certain leeches we use in India, but that is in India, we do these kind of therapies. But here we do have a very different way of healing our clients and connecting with our clients and offering the Ayurveda and yoga, because these leeches are a little difficult and I do not want to go into that one. But I tell my clients, just go and donate your blood. So it's a whole huge process mentioned in Ayurveda. And when I was in India working on my patients back home, we used to do 3 months of Panchakarma for degenerative diseases. We used to do 1 month Panchakarma for weight loss program. We used to do so many deep work on our patients back home in India.
Amazing.
I did like
for your dedication, and it's really great actually. Tell us about your books that you wrote, and if people really interested, where they can buy and they can read too.
So my 20 years of clinical practice of healing my clients through Ayurveda and yoga and the Ayurvedic nutrition, Ayurvedic lifestyle coaching, lifestyle management, stress management. By learning all of these from thousands of my clients, I decided, there should be something I need to do for my community. Bring these Ayurvedic the concepts strongly rooted into my community. But how can I do that? How can I reach more people? How can I share this work with everybody is not going to come and see me, or everybody is not going to come and do the body work, the massages and the Panchakarma and all of that. So I thought books is something work will go with me, but book will something which will remain behind me, with my work, with my a little bit what I have contributed in our community. So I thought why not I can just put my material, whatever I'm learning and giving it to my clients on the day-to-day practice of my personal customized practice. Because I do the Panchakarma. In USA, you will find Panchakarmas everywhere. But I do Panchakarma what is suitable for my client, for his condition. I don't have one protocol to follow. I create my protocol for my every client, and then only I help and heal and guide that client. But to reach the mass people, I need something in my hand so that I can connect with many more people. And that's why I wrote 2 books. Third is almost ready. Third and fourth is almost ready.
Wow.
So the books
for those books too then.
Yes, the books are available on ayurvedahealingspa.com under the products. They are available on Amazon.
Oh, okay, amazing. Amazon is for everyone's one-stop store. So if it's there, people will find it easily, I think. Yes.
So I would like to show, this is my first book, and the name itself of the book, if I like the Panchakarma, this is like a 5 elements. Even the designing of the book, this is a very simple, but yeah. So this is 5 elements, okay? And this is like you. But beyond, this is your soul. Because in Ayurveda and in our Vedic studies, do you remember there is a term like, don't tell, if you're pregnant, don't tell to your close people until 3 months.
There is a kind of myth until 3 months don't have. Yeah,
that's a myth. That's not a myth. That's a science. The name itself is like healing the mind, body, and soul. Okay? The name itself is the healing the mind, body, and soul. But the below it is like self-awakening. Self-awakening to reset, reboost, and rebalance. Part 1 is all about self-awareness and food. So first importance I have given as per Ayurveda to the food. So self-awareness and food is the part 1, and your favorite question was second, yoga. Self-practice tools of yoga and mudra. It's the second book. So your both Ayurveda and yoga integration for this journey, Paropakarartham idam, to fulfill this motto of the physical body, to serve others, is like right here to share with all of you.
Amazing,
okay?
Amazing.
So
thanks for all the info, and let's move on to our second session, that is Chichibudlu, we call in Telugu, and that's like a firecrackers. It's all about internet set, so it can be a forwards and all the myths, anything it can be. I'm going to just ask, you can just share your opinion. The environment plays an important role in your health. What do you say?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. Your involvement is very important. Unless and until you involve with your all the things, nothing is going to help us. Yes, I agree.
And one more thing, we always listen in Ayurveda, if two patients are coming with one problem, like some headache or stomach pain, they both have same thing, but the treatment will not be the same. Is it true or same? I mean, what do you say?
It is true. It is true. 2 problems, same problem, 10 people, line of treatment will change.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. The next one we have, patients in Ayurveda are cured according to their 3 doshas. As you said, is that the only they look into it, or is there anything else?
That's the base. That's the beginning to consider. But as I told you, this physical body is made up of dosha, dusha, mala. So your malas are also very important. Like as malas, like, nowadays there is a fecal therapy coming in. That means like people used to donate the blood, people used to donate the plasma. Now people are donating the feces.
Oh.
And feces are getting introduced, and this is a principle of Ayurveda. Okay, so imagine that. So there are so many other factors. So doshas are primary. Dushas, the sapta dhatus are also there, and you need to balance your malas also. That means you need to balance everything. So I will say no to it, because you need to balance. That is the primary one, but there are so many other factors you have to consider also.
Oh. In case of a man, right hand is examined, and for woman, left hand. Is that, will you accept that?
Not like for the, there are certain times like pregnancy and all of that. So if you are very good with the 6 nadis in the body, that concept, if you know very well, then you can do that way. But otherwise, I generally don't do it in my practice.
Okay. It depends on the each practitioner.
Depends.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. It's a whole science. You need to learn it from the guru. So I have never learned the male and female, that concept, but I have learned the whole Ayurvedic concepts of it.
Okay. And in 2008 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, that's called as a JAMA, found that almost 21% of Ayurvedic medicines purchased over the internet contained. Is that will you accept, or practitioners do that, or?
So see, there are some myths around it. Actually, if you have seen, right? So there is a poppy seeds, khaskhas, right? So khaskhas is a part of food for me.
Yes.
From the child, right? But khaskhas has so many effects on the body. But when I am using khaskhas, I know exactly what to do with the khaskhas, how to use the khaskhas, what is the way of cooking the khaskhas, what are the other things you are introducing in the khaskhas, and with whom, like what is the side dish when you're eating the khaskhas. So there is a whole way of process, transformation, creation of using certain things, and that is what in India we use the metals for with specific sanskaras on it, and that's called it as a transformation, the metal transformations. So Ayurveda has used metals in the practice strongly in India, but here in the US, if you see like the sendur, tikali, like the powder which comes, that is kind of a poison to our concepts here. So it's a way of looking at it, and I will say that, you know, I maybe at the beginning I don't personally use from any things around us, but Ayurveda uses metal in India, but there is a proper process of doing shuddhi and sanskaras, which we do it properly before we offer it to our clients, and every practitioner know the details of making it. That's called it as the Ayurvedic pharmacy. Okay, you need to know how to clean it and do certain mardhanas or sanskaras or transformation before you give it to your clients. Okay, but in USA there are many ways of. I will say that yes, or it's like a yes or no, not in the USA, but yes in India. I will say that.
Got you. The US Food and Drug Administration does not regulate the herbs and dietary supplements that may be prescribed by Ayurvedic practitioners. Is that true? They won't do that?
There is no regulation of using the herbs in the United States. It's not regulated by the FDA. It's all between you and your other things you have to consider. It's not the primary line of healing and medicine, because in India it is a medicine, right? It's one of the primary medicine. There is no difference between the MBBS and BAMS on the practice level. In the community, you go as a doctor, but in the Ayurveda is not regulated, and herb specifically is not regulated. But Chinese medicine is also herb, right? So Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine have at least 400 to 600 Ayurvedic herbs together. So I don't know whether it is regulated or not. It's the eye of the person looking at it, because Chinese medicine is very commonly seen from my clients. They tell me that I go to the Chinese medicine, I get these herbs. So the origin of the Chinese medicine, if you go back and look for it, it goes into Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is the mother of all Tibetan medicine, Chinese medicine, and if you go deep and deep, you will go back to the roots of the Vedas and Ayurvedas. So 400, at least common 400 to 600 herbs are available in the market in the United States also.
And one more thing, Ayurvedic, if they are taking Ayurvedic medicine, they should not use the Western medicine. It won't accompany both together in body, they say. Is it a myth or is it kind of a...
It's a myth, but you need to know the action of the herb. You need to know the side effects of the herb. You need to know everything about that chemistry of the herb. Then it is okay to use certain herbs. Otherwise, it can create the problems if you do not use it wisely. That yesterday I had a client who took enema on its own by watching the YouTube videos and by reading all the internet material. He did a basti on himself, and this client is about a rheumatoid arthritis. He did a basti on himself, and the dose he took was like 10 times higher than what a Ayurvedic doctor might prescribe, guide him, you know.
Oh my God.
He did it on his own, and now he's with so much pain in the body all the way he comes to see me with a so much he's like, I have lost my hope in my life because of pain in my body. So I started healing myself by reading Google and YouTube. I didn't know you were like, there is an Ayurvedic doctor close to me. Helpful. Yeah.
Actually, here my granny is there. She just want to say hi. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely. Oh my God.
She's very old. I just need to bring her. Just give me a moment.
Sure.
I'll just go and grab her.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Mrs. Patki. How are you doing?
Oh my God, I love this nanny. Oh my God. There is a therapy in Ayurveda, anti-aging. Okay? Anti-aging means you will live like this. You will not go into the deterioration of the body or degeneration of the body. So I can give you Rasayana Kalpa therapy. You know, Rasayana is like rejuvenators of the body. Kaya Kalpa is like anti-aging and body transformation, body healing therapies. So you will never go to this age, you know, you will stay into kind of longer period of time. You will not go into the process of aging, you know. So this is so good to the nanny here. Beautiful, because this is what exactly Ayurveda is, you know. Ayurveda is a Ayusho Veda. Ayusho means our understanding our life and like bringing the quality in the life, connecting the mind, body, and soul, health, you know, and enhancing the happiness, blissfulness, joyfulness, so that your journey will become easy. And this is exactly what Ayurveda is. Ayusho Veda, the science of life.
That's amazing. Namaste, Patki ji. How are you doing? Are you doing very good?
Yes. Thank you so much, Granny, for blessing me. Give me your all the blessings so that I can share this nectar of knowledge of nectar of Ayurveda.
God bless you, my child. My daughter is said you are doing very, very good. My granddaughter is also said you are doing very good job. So God bless you. Keep doing more good work and serve more people.
Keep blessing me. Send me your all the best wishes and keep me in your heart. I will do the best, whatever I can in this journey of my life here in the States and around the globe. I will do the propagation of Ayurveda, sharing of Ayurveda, spreading of Ayurveda, not only Ayurveda, but yoga for the health and wellness, global health, global community, global awareness, and global healing. I will definitely do that. Keep praying for me. Keep praying.
Always God will be supporting all the good people. Don't worry, God will help you all the time. You just keep doing good work. He will be there with you. Naji, are you married? You look so young. Are you married? Mama, don't ask all those questions.
Yes, I am married I have two beautiful kids. I'm married from last 20 years, and my kids are 13, and my elder one is 13, and my little one is 9 years old. So yes, I am married with a beautiful family, with a great husband who is my spiritual guru. So yes, I'm very blessed. I'm married.
You look so young and you are telling 20 years of marriage. How can I, this granny, become like you young all time? Do you have a secret medicine for that? Mama, you also want to become so young now?
Yes. So there is a very secret medicine in Ayurveda. First, laugh. Second, do the oil therapies. Third, do the anti-aging healing. Fourth, breathe. 5, eat good. 6, sleep good. If you manage all of this, you will become like me.
Very nice. I'm gonna come to you. I'll ask my daughter to bring you there. My granddaughter will bring you with to take care of myself.
Definitely. Definitely come and visit us at Ayurveda Healing Spa. We will take care of your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, your social well-being, your environmental health. So we will make sure we will heal you.
Is the massage you see? My granddaughter said you do massage also. Is that massage, Thai massage, both same or different?
So Thai massage, our massage concept is therapeutic massage, where we have considered the doshas, where we have considered the organs and channels and work on these organs. So our massage introduce a lot of Ayurvedic herbal oils, whereas Thai massage is totally different. It's like using some yogasanas and giving some movement is that kind of combination is in the Thai massage. So that is totally different. Our massage is full with the oil, whereas Thai massage is without oil. Our massage is with the fill of therapeutic Ayurvedic concepts, whereas the Thai massage is like a yogic concept.
Is your husband will eat your cooking special diet food? Your kids will eat? Don't ask.
Yes, my family eats the food what I cook, and yes, they like it. They love the food whatever I as Ayurvedic doctor cook. So yes, there are always Ayurvedic principles and Ayurvedic logics in my cooking, because like the way you said, like you cannot cook mango, or you cannot cook fruits, or you cannot cook the meat with the yogurt, or you cannot cook milk with the fruits, or you cannot cook two wrong combinations should not go together. More than like honey and ghee together in a specific quantity can be a poison. So you need to understand the logics of mixing. Like, nowadays you will see a lot of therapy recipes. We cook with the yogurt in the recipe. Have you seen these videos and YouTube videos and social media cooking videos, that we started cooking with the yogurt in the gravy form, in the cooking form, which is one of the major reason in my practice of having a lot of disorders in the body. Skin diseases, your migraine, your headaches will erupt like this with that kind of cooking.
My granddaughter cook like you said, what she will put all in that. She don't know cooking at all. But in our days, we used to use cow dung and urine also to keep our house clean. Oh, what are you asking? Cow dung and cow urine?
Yes, because it has antimicrobial properties and antifungal properties, antibacterial properties. That's why we used to use the cow dung and we used to use the cow's urine, because it has a lot of medical medical chemistry behind it. That's why in Indian cultures we used to have this as a very common thing. So that was
It's
like
all say chi for that. They don't know the value. See now my granddaughter is calling me.
No. So people knows the value about it. You know how many patents are there on the cow urine, and nowadays a lot of people are using cow's urine for the cancer line of treatment. Do you know about this? There are so many things about the cow urine, and this is becoming like a patent for people. There are so many patents on it. So don't say
we
that.
all know that, but the younger generation these days, they don't know anything much.
We need to teach them, dear. This is our responsibility to teach our younger generation.
Granddaughter is calling. I will take leave now. Thank you. God bless you, my child. God bless you.
You know what? Today's whole tiredness is gone with your this last minute action. It's like from the.
That was our Bama Arunaji. Hopefully she didn't trouble you much. And thanks for being here today. I know you had a busy schedule, but still you make it for Queen Mommy. Thank you so much. And thanks for being here. It was our pleasure. You gave us a lot of information and a lot of tips. Hopefully everybody will start balancing their lives after this episode watching. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your bright future.
So thank you for doing this. Thank you. You are such a beautiful person by heart, and you're such a loving, caring person, I see. So keep doing and keep sharing. And I also wish you good luck for your first what you are putting in for your Queen Mommy. And I hope you will flourish into this.
Yes.
Thank you.